So guys, if you are a beginner forex trader who is struggling to know how to analyze your charts effectively, one of the first things I want to let you guys know is that you need to understand how to be in the moment whenever you're analyzing your chart. Now, when it comes to analyzing your chart, you have to follow what the big banks are doing, or point of interest whereby the big banks are also interested in, so that whenever they want to go to that place to retest in, you are going to also wait for them at that particular point to trade from that particular point. Now, first of all, there are two key levels where the big banks always react from. First, we have the Judas swing. It can be a Judas swing high or a Judas swing low, and we have fair value gaps. Now, first of all, before you say something else, I say if you want to analyze your chart effectively, you have to be in the moment. Now, it doesn't matter the time frame you are trading. First, if you want to analyze your chart, you have to be in the moment. For example, me, I'm a swing trader, so I'm trading on the weekly time frame. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to count from the present weekly candle that I just closed, which is today 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Now, these 8 candles is what I am going to be focusing on. This, from these candles to this candle, this is where I'm going to be focusing on. So now, within these 8 candles, if let's say for example, if you are on the weekly time, on the daily time frame, you go from today to previous 8 days. If you are on the 4-hour time frame, you go from present 4-hour candle to previous 4-hour candles. But me, I'm a swing trader, so I'm going to be focusing on the weekly 4-hour candles. Now, within these 8 weekly candles, there are 2 things that you're going to look for. You're either going to look for Judas swing or fair value gap, but in this way I'm going to be explaining only Judas swing. Maybe probably in the next videos I will explain fair value gaps. That one is even easier, but Judas swing is a little bit tricky, but also straightforward if you're going to follow the approach that I'm going to share with you guys in today's video. Now, first of all, let me explain how Judas swing is formed. Let's say for example, price is trending upward. For example, price is trending upward. For example, price is trending upward. This is a weekly candle trending upward, for example. Now, if this particular candle failed guys, if this particular, let me say, price is trending upward, then it has wicks on it. It will definitely have wicks on it. All this ad is annoying me. It will definitely have wicks on it. Wicks. Now, this last one failed to take out this high, but it took out the low and the wick. Now, this failure to break this particular candle now becomes now this last candle right here, failed to take out this high, but he took out the low. Now this point right here becomes your Judas swing. Now let me tell you guys the reason why this happens in the forex market. Let's say for example the mechanism behind what just happened. Let's say for example price buy up, there are going to be orders around this point. So now price took out those orders and they go back to fill other orders in the equilibrium before continue going up. Price move up again. There's definitely going to be orders around this point. Now this particular candle right here fill out those orders that are at this high point, and then continue, and then come back, retest, and then continue. Now this particular candle right there, the orders that are here was not filled. Now this particular candle break this low instead. Now those orders that are here that were not filled, those are the orders that we are going to wait for the smart money to retrace back to those orders before we will sell with them backward. And in a buying scenario, in a buying scenario, we are going to see something like this. In a buying scenario, I don't know, move the point. In a buying scenario, we are going to see something like this. Price is going to be trading down, bearish candle, bearish candle, bearish candle. Then this particular candle failed to take out these orders that are left at this low, but took out the high. Price will definitely come back down to those low, fill them, and then continue going up. This is what we are looking for in the market. This is what Judas swing really means. So now let's go to the chart. Let me show you guys exactly what I am trying to show you guys. Now let me go back. Let me go to the chart now. So now the first thing you have to do as a beginner forex trader is to identify your 8 candles, your 8 focus candle, your current 8 candles. Now let me clear this one from my chart. Let me clear all these stuff from my chart first, then we'll let me clear this stuff from my chart, then we'll go straight to the analysis on real market. Now first of all, this is our present 8 candles right here. Now price was coming down 1 2 3, price took out this low. Now this particular candle right here, as you guys can see it, failed to take out this particular low, but it broke the body and the wicks of this particular candle. So now this low right here, there are going to be orders that are there. There are going to be orders that are there. Now those orders that are there, price will definitely come back to fill those orders. It is either price fill those orders, break, retest, and continue going down, but which is not advisable to trade. But one of the things that is likely going to happen, and which is most likely predictable, price definitely come back here, fill these orders, and then continue going back up. This is what I'm looking for in the forex market. Now when price come here, I'll just wait for my entry confirmation and took my trade. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Now when price has gotten to this point, when you have identified your Judas swing, you have to go to the 4-hour time frame. When it comes to time frame combination, there's weekly and 4-hour, daily and monthly and daily. Then we have daily and 1 hour. But me as a swing trader, I focus on weekly and 4-hour. Now when you have identified your 4-hour, your weekly Judas swing, you go to the 4-hour time frame to mark your order block that is resting on that Judas swing. Now this is the order block that is resting currently on this. This is the order block. So I'll have to wait for price now to come back down to this order block. Look for my entry confirmation around this point, then wait for price to reject back up. But if I did not get my entry confirmation, I will just leave it. It might break and continue going down. It doesn't matter the time frame you are trading. This is exactly what you are looking for. Now let me show you guys another example real quick on the trade I showed you guys. Now let's go to the weekly time frame. Again. So now let me use last week, my last week analysis, for example, now to show you guys something. Let's say this is last week. Now last week I was looking previous 8 days as well. Now at this point right here, price was going, there was a big candle right here, one, and there was a bullish candle, another bullish candle. Then this particular last candle took out the high, and this is the low of that candle. Now this particular bearish candle failed to take out the high of this candle, but it took out this low. Now there's going to be a lot of orders around this point that the market want to come and fill. Now since you have identified where the order lies, or where the Judas swing high is, then you go to the 4-hour time frame. You that is using weekly time frame, you go to the 4-hour time frame to mark out your supply zone. Now when price get to that supply zone, I drop this signal in the group. You can scroll back. I drop the signal, and I also drop a USD JPY signal as well. So when price get back to this point right here, immediately I get my entry confirmation. I will explain how I get my entry confirmation later in the video. I don't want this video to be too long. I just took my trade immediately without hesitation. I just took my trade, put my stop loss around this point. I took my profit around this place, which is around 1:4, 1:3, around 1:4. I know that price will get down to this low, but I don't want to take chances by any means. My 1:3 is good for me, so I just took my entry around 1:3.6 or 7. So this is it. It doesn't matter what you are trading, be it stocks, BTC, gold, currency pair. This strategy I'm showing you guys works on it because it's based on real market mechanisms. If there's anything you guys don't understand, please make sure you drop it in the group. I don't want my DM to be full. I want you guys to drop it. You can drop it in the group or in my DM. Then I will explain it in the group. So this is how the Judas swing strategy works. I want you guys to look at it again, watch this video over and over. Definitely, I promise you get to understand how this thing is very simple to grab, and you also start understanding how to analyze properly. Wish you guys all the best, and I'll continue to drop values in this group. If there's any challenge you guys have, you can also do well to ask, and I will help as far as is within my power.